Alright guys, so I'm now recording live. Isn't this exciting? So I'm just gonna try and get a hold of all the questions that the guys wanted to ask you on the Instagram page, and then we can run through a few different bits and pieces. So I might edit this a little bit because I'm a little bit scrappy when it comes to stuff like this, which is, that's fine, right? It can be scrappy from time to time. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool guys. I don't know if you just want to introduce yourself dead quick because I've got you up on my screen. I think everybody's going to be able to see you on the screen as well. So obviously I reached out to you two because I kind of saw your Instagram page. You had like quite a lot of followers. They were really engaged in your profile. And I guess part of what we want to do with this challenge is just to try and get a bit of a feel for how to grow people's profiles, how to grow their followings, and how to make it a much more, a more engaged profile as well. So do you guys want to just introduce what you do dead quickly and introduce yourselves to everybody?
Yeah, of course. Like, my name is Oliver and this is Carla. We both have the account Exciting Adventure, where we just post our photos of our travelings, and like we try to become digital nomads and we document this journey.
Sure.
And we also have a blog about our journey and all the tips, tricks, and also language learning tips, because like she's a polyglot. She speaks like 4 languages and learns the.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
I can speak
Yeah,
I can speak one language barely, like just about can grasp the English language. So that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, and we're in this Instagram game like with Exciting Adventure since I guess 4 months, 5,
Yeah.
something like that. And before I got another account about fitness with like 12,000, 13,000 followers.
Sure.
But I stopped using it because like I was not so much into the fitness stuff anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also earned money with this account. Like I had 2 sponsors and like it worked out really good. And I have another account with a friend in a very specific niche about religion.
Oh,
like
wow.
the Islamic religion. Like he's like a really religious guy, and he wanted to start Instagram. So I helped him with strategies, and he got like 5,000 followers, but he got like 800 likes per picture.
Wow, that's really good engagement, right?
Yes.
That's
So
awesome. So
yeah,
you guys have
that's about.
you guys have a lot of collective experience then with sort of getting involved with Instagram. So, I mean, just to go quickly through your blog as well, what kind of stuff do you put on your blog? So you said you put tips and tricks. Is that for travel in general? Have you guys been traveling a long time?
Yeah, we do it like for traveling and for like we also about online marketing tips, like how to start your blog, how to grow it, how to get your first income,
Oh, great.
and then we also do like language learning tips.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and I guess you're the expert in that, right? All the language learning.
Like traveled a lot. Like she traveled like literally the whole world.
Wow.
Not that, but
Do you have like one of those tick lists on your wall with all the places that you've traveled to?
yeah, on my phone.
Yeah, that's really cool. And like, so how long have you had the blog for? Because I know you've only had the Excited Adventures account. You must have had it for what, about 80 days or something like that? Is that right?
The blog.
Yeah, so you've got the Instagram account you've had for, say, about 3 months, right?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 months, and the blog like
About the same.
yeah, at the same time.
Okay, that's good because I mean I know a lot of the people that are in the Instagram group. Some of them are just starting out. Some of them haven't done Instagram before, and some of them are already established blogs that have already been set up for a while. And I know for a lot of people they just want to kind of grow their Instagram following. So obviously you've grown yours quite rapidly over a short space of time. And Oliver, you've had the experience with growing your fitness blog before. You're dead right. Like you have to be passionate about what you want to do, right? Otherwise it kind of gets boring and it feels like a job almost, right, to maintain it. So
Yeah, that's true. Like you have to be passionate about it, and but you also have to think about what your audience wants you to wants to see,
sure.
because like if you just do what you want, like then you just end up like a private account. Like you post one day about your the Lamborghini,
Yeah.
the other day about the cat, then your coffee. Like
Sure.
and Instagram just put you in this private, like Instagram put you in 3 categories, like private accounts, spam accounts, and influencer accounts.
Sure.
Like actually, you don't want to be one of the first ones, like the spammer and the private account.
Sure.
And if you just do what you want, you will end up in the private account or in the spam account.
Sure.
And it's really bad for your engagement.
So just to go into that in a little bit more detail, because I know where you're going with this, but some of the guys who are listening might not. What's the benefit of being in that third category that you say? So Instagram puts you in sort of a category, and what happens when they put you into that business category?
Like I said, like you have 3 categories, and if they put you, for example, in the spam category, your engagement drops immediately.
Sure.
And it can turn out to, or it can become a shadow ban.
Yeah. So
what is basically really bad for your engagement.
Yeah. Did this?
Because Instagram will show your pictures to your audience.
Yeah. Did this happen? You guys, I saw something about this recently. Did you guys have a shadow ban recently?
Yeah, like we had one like a few weeks ago, but
It's gone now.
It's gone.
That's good. Yeah. Now I only asked that because I'm kind of trying to grow my following a bit more, and I found that over the last couple of days, certain things I keep getting a couple of pop-ups saying things like action blocked, and I'm kind of nervous on this kind of spectrum, wondering, am I close to getting shadow banned? And I know there's been a couple of users in the group who have actually already been shadow banned from unfollowing too many people at once. Did you guys do any tips to get yourself unshadow banned? How do you go about trying to reverse that process?
Like first, you have to see. Like I saw your account. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like, I saw your account. You follow a lot of people the previous days.
Sure.
In the beginning, it works like that because you're still like a private account for Instagram, because I don't know, there is like, I don't know till which level, but I guess like to 2,000 or 3,000 followers, the Instagram algorithm sees you always as a private account. So if you follow people, they don't care so much. So you get a lot of people back following you. You get like 1,000 people, 2,000 people in a week. But if you keep continuing like this, the shadow ban like will come really fast, you know?
Sure, because Instagram doesn't want people to abuse it, right? They're trying to stop people abusing the system. So what kind of advice do you guys have then for trying to go about growing your following? So do you think it's a good idea to... sorry, my lights have just turned off for the hostel. It's good fun. Saving the electric, think of the environment. So what kind of advice do you guys have? So if you want to organically grow your reach, what things do you guys do to grow, your followers and to grow more followers?
Like right now, we just engage with big accounts or like accounts bigger than ours, like, I don't know, 10,000 followers,
Sure.
15,000 followers, and we engage with them on a daily basis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right now we're like just following some accounts that we comment everything like we like, so that we have like an actual engagement.
Sure.
And we tag big accounts in our pictures to hope to get reposted, but that doesn't work out so good right now.
Yeah, that's kind of hit and miss, right? With when you tag people in the post, it's kind of hoping that someone's going to feature you on a big page, but it just depends if it happens or not, right?
Yeah, right now we're also changing a little bit. Like we want to start uploading like more couple pictures.
Yeah.
Till now, like always like single pictures of us, or so we're trying to do this couple thing more because I think that works better.
Yeah, there's a lot of couple accounts on Instagram that are really, really popular. I hear as well that it's I don't know if you guys have heard this, but it's good to include yourself in the pictures because people build that kind of brand relatability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like you have to build trust like with your audience.
For sure. So if you were to go, so I'm just trying to think about what the guys would want to know about trying to grow their following. Because a lot of us are, smaller accounts. We're trying to figure out how early days, even just get to 1,000 or 2,000 followers, or, sometimes more than that. What advice would you guys give when people are first starting out to try and rapidly grow the following? I guess as quickly as possible, but with the right kind of followers. Because we want engagement, right? We don't just want a follow account. We want people that are going to interact with the profile. So what would you guys suggest for people starting out? What would be a good tip?
like the best tip, like the most people they don't want to hear that, but like your content needs to be really good.
Yeah,
Like if you post like this 260 pixel photos, like no one wants to see,
sure.
like even you don't want to see those photos on other accounts. So why should anyone follow you?
Uh-huh.
So your photos need to be in a good content, good quality.
Yeah, make your feed look nice. That also will help.
Yeah,
Your feed needs to be consistent. You know, like for example, like we had a period where we only uploaded blue photos.
Sure.
So our followers they know what to expect.
Uh-huh.
They know like, okay, like this account they have like blue photos. They post like a little bit motivational stuff, and they only post about like 12 a.m. So they know exactly what to expect.
Sure. That makes sense.
And you need to have a good profile pic.
Yeah.
Because like it's the first thing what people see actually.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because I've been experimenting with a different profile picture today. What kind of profile picture would you say is the best to have? Is it something that jumps out to people? Does it have to be close up of your face? Do you have to make it look kind of scenic? What would be the best thing, do you think?
It needs to represent your content. Like for example, at your page you got like this nomad thing, traveling. I would do something with the laptop and you on the beach or something like that, you know?
Yeah, something that kind of looks a bit like a nomad thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something that represents what you're doing, because that's what they're looking for. They will see it and they will like, okay, he's doing this. It looks cool. Like I will go into his profile, maybe follow him.
Yeah, you need to be doing something cool. Right now, I'm just eating a slice of pizza in my profile picture. I mean, it is Penang. It's Penang pizza. You know, it's it's Thai pizza, but you know, it's hard. It's hard to get that picture right.
Yeah, for us, like it's our profile picture is us walking down a beach together.
Perfect.
And it represents like exactly what we're doing. Like we walk a lot on the beaches.
Yeah.
And we don't know where we're gonna be in 10 years. Like we just walk.
Yeah.
We just be in the movement. Like we just do something, you know.
I like that message, but you're right as well, because when you look at your profile picture, you instantly see a couple, you see a beach, so you think, oh, travel, you think traveling couple, you think, you know, beaches, things like that, and I guess that's a lot of what you guys post, right? Exciting travels. It's got to be plenty of that. So yeah, that's a really good tip to get it. So you guys are saying tips-wise, so have a good profile, have really good content, only put your best content out, and try and make it kind of consistent in the feed. What about growing your following? So, because I know a couple of the people that I've spoken to within the group just privately, and I'm trying my own thing right now to try and see the following. And you guys are right. You know, pretty soon I'm pretty sure I'm going to start seeing feedback from Instagram that's going to be saying, "Whoa, slow down! Like you're trying to grow too quick." But there's a couple of people in the group who've only got, say, 100 or 200 people that they follow, and they're wondering how to get more people to find them in the first place. So how do you get more people to find you? So your profile looks good, your profile picture's good, your bio's good, the pictures look good. How do you increase the amount of people that find you on your account?
Okay, like if you really start from zero, you can do this unfollow, follow stuff till I guess 1,000, 2,000 followers, but like never follow and unfollow more than I would say 80 people.
Sure.
In a even like people say like 100 or 160, but like I would stay safe, you know.
Yeah, you want to stay under the radar, right? Because if you get banned, it's going to put you back way more than what the extra would, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just
so till you get like 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, I would like do this stuff, and after that. And like really commenting on other people.
Yeah, what we used to do was follow people and like 2 or 3 of them pictures and comment them. So not only like the follow, so they see you also engage.
Sure. Because
then it's more probably that they will follow you back.
Yeah. And how would you guys find those accounts? Because you know, for me personally, I will go on if somebody follows me. I'll go into their who is following them back if they're a travel account, and I'll search for people with, say, travel in their name because I know that they're, you know, travel associated accounts. How do you guys go about finding the accounts that you want to follow? Do you just search in the feed, or how do you find them?
Yeah, we would usually look at the profiles that are related to ours and see which people follow them.
Yeah.
So that's people that have the same interests, that follow the same kind of accounts. So that those were the ones that we would usually then.
Yeah, because I guess that's good in two ways, right? So it's good for engagement as well because you've got the right kind of people who are following you. Because one thing that I want to make sure that we point out here is that when we're talking about following accounts, it's not the follow for follow stuff, right? It's not those kind of pages. Because the problem with those pages, right, is you don't get any engagement.
It's active accounts that actually will engage with yours. Yeah, you want to follow like actual accounts that actually will engage, like active accounts.
Yeah.
And you want to follow accounts that have your interest, like that are interested in the niche you're in.
For sure, because that's well, if we think about it just from a normal perspective. Oops, I've got someone messaging me on WhatsApp. That's no good.
Yeah, like recently we just blocked like 1,000 or 1,200 people from our account because they were like dead followers. They didn't engage with us a single time.
Sure.
So we used the app. I don't know what the app called, like clean up or something.
Sure.
So we blocked everyone who wasn't engaging with us for the last 60 or 30 days, I guess.
Yeah.
And that actually worked because we saw like our engagement going up.
And that's
like, well, I think that's why we were shadowbanned because we blocked so many people at the same time. But after that,
yeah, right,
we saw that it was better because like now it's actually showing to active users because Instagram only shows your picture to about like 20%, I think, of your followers.
Yeah.
And if in those 20% there's users that are not active, then you're like losing a lot of people. So since we blocked them, it's been better.
That's actually a really clever technique because usually people wouldn't think to try and get rid of people that are following them, right? If you've got, say, 5,000 followers and you've got, you don't want to go and get rid of 1,000 followers, do you? That's kind of the mentality of that is the wrong way.
Like we had 5,400 or something, and it went down like to 4,100 or something.
But that makes sense because you're purging it, right?
But the likes went up, the comments went up, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
And now we are on 4,700 within 1 week, I guess.
Yeah, so it's going to build back up. But that's a really good technique, guys, because I hadn't thought about that before. You guys are obviously going to face different challenges to what some of the smaller accounts will. But that's a good way to track your engagement, right, and to make sure your engagement's high. And engagement is important for if you ever want to get sponsored too, right? I mean, Ollie, you might know a bit more about this because you said that your previous account got sponsored. But can you just talk us a little bit about how the sponsorships work? Do they track you on engagement and things like that?
Yeah, they only track you on engagement. Like, since the business account was released from Instagram, they have to prove how much engagement you have. Before it was like a little bit trust.
Yeah.
But now they want to see everything. They want to see like how many people see the content, how many people engage with it, how many people click on the links and stuff like that. And you have to show everything. Like with your bank account, it's the same. Like you have to show everything.
Yeah, right.
And
they want to see the whole thing, the transparency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it depends, like on the sponsoring. Like sometimes they give you money with every click. Sometimes they give you like how do you say that in English? A fixed number.
Sure, like a fixed fee, just the same all the way through.
Fixed fee.
Yeah.
And it's different. It depends on the sponsoring. Sometimes they only give you the products.
Yeah.
But you can find sites where you can apply for sponsorings. I don't know the names.
Yeah, there's Tribe, and what's the other one? But there's like job offers, and you can then post pictures with their products, and then you get paid also.
Sure. Well, that's cool. I mean, because I think for some people, it's kind of a dream, really, isn't it, to become Insta famous, and everybody jokes about that, right? But if you can get a sponsorship out of it, especially if you want to have a blog or if you want to, progress, and you can actually get money or products from it, for a lot of people, that's an awesome achievement. So that's pretty cool to share. So I've got like a couple of questions that the guys wanted to ask. So let me just find this on my phone quickly. So I know some of them wanted to ask a couple of questions. But is there anything else that you guys want to share about sort of growing your profile or any tips for anybody? Um,
Like the best tip like I got from a friend, he has like an account with like 200,000 followers or 230 I guess,
wow.
is like if you want to have more engagement, really engage with the other people, you know, like not just like do this two comment stuff, two word comment stuff because Instagram they see what you post, you know.
Yeah,
If you post, for example, if someone posts a Lamborghini, it's a good example. The algorithm, it sees that it is a Lamborghini.
sure.
Like, actually, it's a little bit scary because the algorithm, like, it sees that you post a Lamborghini, and if someone say, like, for example, oh, I like this Lamborghini, and you're really sick, and your Lamborghini is way better than everything I ever saw.
Yeah.
It's a good comment for Instagram. Like, it's a meaningful comment.
Yes.
So, but also the Instagram algorithm, it sees if you just go to like for like hashtag or travel hashtag and you like 500 pictures in a row,
You can see
it
it.
sees all the stuff, you know, like, so you need to act like a normal user or normal person to grow your following because everything what looks spammy will end up in the shadow ban, and even people like my friend with 230,000 followers got a shadow ban
Yeah.
because of that. Because like he just like liked millions of pictures, and every picture like he did just like lit,
Yeah, right.
and
Just going around hitting everyone he could.
yeah, and yeah, even like the big accounts, they're not safe
Yeah.
for the shadow ban stuff, you know.
That's a good tip.
So
That's a good tip actually, because what he's basically saying is,
don't try to scam.
yeah, just be involved in the community, right? If you want it to grow, then actually speak to people, connect with your audience. I think that's an important tip actually, because if you connect with your audience properly, that's going to build relationships with the people that come to your page, and that's where you create super fans, right? You know, fans who are always commenting on your posts. They're always getting involved in it. So that's definitely a good bit of advice there.
That's what you want. Like actually, the number of followers, no one cares for it. Like, or actually, like if you don't do Instagram to impress your friends, you
Yeah,
shouldn't care about it because like you can have like 100,000 followers, but if no one is buying your products or no one is going to your blog, like this,
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have no one is commenting, no one is engaging. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. You want to have like real followers.
exactly. It's got to be real. Otherwise, you know, if you're selling a product or if you're trying to get somebody to sponsor you, they're not going to get involved in the first place. It's just a number if it doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. This is awesome. Guys, by the way, thank you so much for this information. I mean, I know I'm getting a lot from it, so I can only imagine that everybody else who's going to listen to it is going to get a lot from it as well. So I'm just going to go through a couple of questions that some of the guys had in the group. So Ina, she runs this kind of awesome page now. I think she does a lot of yoga stuff, but she's got like this new digital nomad bookshelf kind of Instagram page she's trying to get going, which would be really good because I know she's trying really hard to get sort of started in the digital nomad space. So her question is, what do you use to edit your photos? And she also asks, what are you doing now that you wish you did earlier on when you first started out?
Okay, so for photos, we're using right now Lightroom. Before we were using ViscoCam.
Which one was it before, Sarah? Musical Cam?
Okay. It's VSCO.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, that what we were using before. Like you can also go on Pinterest and then you can put like Instagram presets, and then you have a lot of like examples of the edits, and it's really cool.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So yeah, you can see like how it would look like if you put all your pictures with that edit. So it's pretty cool.
Yes.
And then if you know how to use Lightroom has also really cool presets that you can either buy or download from the internet for free. The free ones are usually not that good, but
right.
but it's like if you find one that it's okay, it works really good.
So,
And
Carla, just to go back onto that there a second, what you were just talking about with the Pinterest, So when you go onto Pinterest, you can actually search for was it
You can
Instagram?
see,
What?
yeah, like Instagram presets or something like that, Instagram pictures, and then you will see that they come up like with which preset from Vascocam they're using and like the adjustments they also do
Oh
to make the
wow,
picture like have those
that
same color, same the whole time.
that's a cool tip. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and her other question was, what do you do now that you wish you did earlier on?
Um, being consistent.
Consistency. That's funny
Yeah,
because I'm exactly the same when I blog. Even this week, I was
yeah, like not only with the uploads, but also with the feed, like how the feed looks. Like in the beginning, we just uploaded like
Yeah,
pictures
any
and
picture that we thought was halfway cool, so we just uploaded it. But
yeah,
now, like, we're trying to like get good pictures, make them all look the same,
yeah.
make the feed look good.
Do you guys use any tools to help you with that? Do you use any of these preview apps or anything like that to see what it looks like?
Yes, we use iPreview.
iPreview? Oh, that's cool. And then that just lays out the pictures in the tile so you can see it before, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you can also just write your captions before,
Oh, that's
and
handy.
you have it all ready to just post it.
Yeah, that's a good little tip.
And it also has like a really cool that you can hashtags and you can form groups of hashtags that you already have so you don't have to write them all the time or find them every time.
Oh, that's a
So
good
you can
tip.
just do a group of hashtags like, I don't know, with your 20, 30 hashtags
Yeah,
and say like this hashtags are travel hashtags, the other one are beach hashtags, I don't know. And then just have them and just click whatever you want for that picture and you have them already.
yeah, that makes it a lot easier, right? Speeds up the process.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks for that. So, we had another question from Amanda. So she asked, how did you initially start up? She wants to know, did you just start writing blogs that paved the path, or was it a planned business idea? You guys get that?
it is a planned business idea. We started both at the same time.
Yeah, so you just started writing a blog and you planned the business? That's really cool.
Yeah, but right now, like even when we wouldn't do any cent with the blog or with the Instagram, we would just do it because it's fun, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So you didn't
So
do it
it's
go
a
out.
little bit more than business. It's just our passion, you know.
Yeah, that's a really good point actually, because a lot of people, when starting blogging, and I know I did this, is that you can look at the money, right? You focus on, oh, I want to try and make money as quickly as possible, or make the affiliate income. But if you're not passionate about what you're doing, it's not going to work, right? So you guys would recommend that, huh? Just be passionate about what you do.
Yeah, we also tried to start at the beginning with just how to make money online,
Yeah,
like starting a blog about that. But that was something like that we didn't know that much till that time because we hadn't made money and we were like not that passionate about it. So we were like, okay, no, we're gonna change this. We're gonna do a new one about traveling, what we like, and then now we can put it in like as part of it, like as part of our way how we grow,
yeah,
but not like just that because that was like we didn't like it just to be talking about it the whole time.
yeah. It's a
But you
good.
know what's funny? We did more money with the how to make money online thing than we're doing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
it,
we have more fun right now, so it's
yeah,
just like our decision to have more fun and earn less money than like do something we don't like and earn money, you know? Like
Yeah, I
yeah,
think with the traveling niche, it takes a little bit more of time.
yeah.
So we're just going to keep going and see where it takes us.
Yeah, I mean, and that's good as well because I think what you guys are really thinking about is the long term, right? You know, you could probably short term make more money now, but actually in the long run, if you grow this sort of passionate business that you love, then it's going to pay dividends in the long run, and it'll be easy for you because you love it. You know,
Yeah.
you could get a year and a half into doing a blog about making money, and if you aren't really that passionate about it, it might just die because you don't want to do it, right? But if you're doing something that you love and then you eventually start to make good money from it, then that's just going to keep going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
and that's also what's our blog about. Like we want to help other people to go into their passion and try to earn money with their passion, you know?
Yeah,
That's why our blog is not only about traveling, it's also about how to start a blog, how to make money,
yeah,
but more like
with what you love.
With what you love, yes. And before it was more like just do money, 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 money. You know.
Yeah. Right.
And it's the same topic actually, because like traveling, making money, and languages, like they're connected. Like if you want to travel a lot, you need to make money.
Of course.
And if you travel a lot to other countries, like maybe you need to speak another language, you know?
Yeah.
So now it's more like it's a stronger bond between the topics, you know?
Yeah. And it's kind of like hacking your hobby, right? If you can build something that you're passionate about and then, you know, make money around that, then that's going to be a lot easier for sure. But you're right, it definitely ties in. I hope it really goes well for you guys. It sounds really cool. And we had another question from Kavitha. I think I'm saying that right, Kavitha. She says, awesome, and thanks for sharing your tips with us. And she put, how to get real good non-business followers or people who do not expect a follow for follow. So she's asking, how do you get really good non-business followers? So I guess what's probably happening with her right now, because her account is a little bit bigger, she wants to grow it. I think she's around about 2,000 right now. I might be wrong. And I think she wants to try and get to about 6,000. And I guess right now she's getting a lot of people that are following her who are business style accounts. So maybe someone with a lot of followers and they don't follow very many people back. And I guess that she finds that when she doesn't follow them, they then unfollow her afterwards. So I guess she's asking, how do you get people that aren't like that? How do you get the proper organic people that are wanting to actually see your content, engage with it, and not just get follows back for themselves?
Okay, yeah. You need to have like this really good quality pictures, because like the big accounts, if they go to your account and they see like, I don't know, the pictures you show your mother or something,
yeah,
they immediately go back to their explore page.
Sure.
And you need to post meaningful comments on the pages of these big influencers.
Yeah.
Like they get like, I don't know, 800 comments, but most of these comments are like, oh nice, this is so awesome, amazing, it's lit, you're sexy, I don't know, something like
it's lit, you're sexy, yeah, I know. They're the kind of ones you get all the time. Yeah, I get them all the time, it's a nightmare, like yeah. When I'm eating a big pizza, they love that, yeah. But you're right, so you need to, I guess when you're commenting on these big accounts, you want to create a conversation, right? You want to make a meaningful conversation that people want to engage with, and when they see that, they want to then come back to your account, right, to find out more.
A good thing is just like ask them a question, like for example, if you see the girl with a bikini and is in, I don't know, Hawaii, you just ask her like, hey girl, how's Hawaii?
Yeah.
And something like that. Like you just ask a question. Like it's not so many words more than before. Like you're sexy, lit. But it has so much more meaning, you know?
Yeah. You just want to make a proper conversation, and people engage with that more, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's some good advice.
If someone is posting at our comment section lit, I just ignore it because
Yeah, what do you want to answer to that?
Yeah.
Like you want something that people have to get back to you.
Yeah. You can just turn around and say spam back to them, right?
Like the spam bots.
Yeah, right? So we have one last question.
You already earn money with your phone.
Yeah, that's right. It's mad. So we have one last question from Sam. So she says, I have also a little question. How come that you have so many fans and so little posts? And also, do you guys earn money via Instagram? So I guess she's probably asking how you grew so quickly, right? So because you've got a lot of fans, but you haven't put that many posts. I know a lot of people do 200, 300, 400 posts sometimes, and they only have 500 or 600 followers. You guys have only got about 80 posts, right? But you have quite a lot of followers. So
yeah, 85. But I guess we also delayed some in the beginning.
Yeah, I think the first ones.
Yeah, you deleted a couple.
But it wasn't that many, maybe 10 or 15 that we deleted.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I guess you guys are pretty consistent with how you post as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So you guys are pretty consistent with how you post as well.
Yeah. Like and we also got like shout outs from bigger accounts. Like also from my previous fitness account, we were able to get some followers to our new account, and some other pages reposted us because like we we ask friendly about it.
Yeah, you just message them in the DM and ask them to repost your pictures.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we just spent a lot of time engaging with other people, like at least like 1 or 2 hours a day,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I guess it's being there, right? Being with your audience. They also wanted to ask as well. Also, do you guys earn money from Instagram? It says trying to become digital nomads. So I guess she says because you guys are saying you're trying to become digital nomads, she's just curious, do you guys earn any money from Instagram right now? And
From Instagram, now we're not
Like
earning any money yet.
indirectly we earn money through Instagram because like all the traffic on our blog is through Instagram.
Sure.
Because like the organic reach from our blog is like zero, like or like 2 people a month because
Yeah.
like the blog exists since 4 months or something like that.
Sure.
And like it needs a little bit of time to build up this backlink stuff and
Yeah, for SEO it takes some time, right? So do you
yeah,
get, so you get,
all our traffic is from Instagram to our blog, and through our blog we earn a little bit money.
that's good. And do you guys, how much traffic do you get from Instagram with that sort of following? Do you know the figures off the top of your head of how much traffic you get?
We get like 400 to 600 people a month.
From
That's
Instagram.
Yeah.
that's pretty good just from Instagram alone. That's because when you work out, which social dynamics you get it from, a bit from Facebook, a bit from Pinterest, a bit from Instagram, 400 to 600 is pretty good, right? So
Yeah, 'cause on Facebook we're barely doing anything, and Pinterest we're starting out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, no,
our
that's some pretty,
traffic comes from.
that's some good engagement. Yeah, I would be happy with that. So she asked, how do you earn money via Instagram? And also, what would you recommend to do? Just be yourself or do what the people are looking for? It's a good question.
Like I mentioned before, you need to be yourself,
But
but
know what they want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
It's a little bit both, like you need to find a balance between both, I guess.
yeah.
like for example with our account, like we always we are ourselves, but normally we wouldn't post like I don't know 100 pictures together, like we kiss each other, we hug each other the whole time because like we're not doing that the whole time.
Right? So, painting the perfect relationship picture, right? That's all you guys do all the
Yes,
time.
for Instagram it's working good, and like it's the same picture. Like normally we would do the picture alone, like every person alone, but that will not get us the same engagement. Like if we do it together, like it's the same picture, but
Yeah.
just we're together instead of
Separate.
separate. Yeah,
Yeah, that works, right?
because if you see some of these couple accounts, like they look like they're so much in love and they never fight. They just hug each other. In 24 hours, they kiss each other like
Super,
24/7.
Yeah, like,
super
perfect.
realistic, right? It's totally realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why people want to see it, apparently.
Yeah, of course. We all wanna believe. I think that's what's good though, because for me, certainly, like when I see real accounts, and I find it a lot with the Instagram stories as well. When it's real, you kind of relate with it a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to start more this
Yeah, that's
Instagram
one
story.
thing that's not working out that well for us. We need to do more stories.
Yeah, I think we're all trying to like learn new and different things to kind of integrate, right? The stories I'm trying to do a lot more of. I'm not very good on live camera, and I'm just trying to do more of it. So the more you do, the better you get, right?
Yeah, we have to do more
Yeah.
too, because we always kind of forget about those stories, and then we're like, shit, we need to do more stories.
Yeah.
Not also forgetting, like, sometimes, like, we are currently in Ecuador,
Yeah,
and some cities here are really dangerous, so you can't just take your phone out and, like, film everything,
yeah,
because they're gonna rob you on the street.
yeah.
On
You
daylight.
don't want to risk it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, you have to be careful. But yeah, I know for a lot of people, they like to see the stories because they see the people behind the accounts, right? Maybe you guys can like film each
And I
other
think
eating
that builds
breakfast.
up more the relationship.
Yeah, it's building that community bond, isn't it? They feel connected to you. It's like they know you, right? Because they see you every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's cool, guys. That's kind of all the questions I've got. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with the guys in terms of tips or anything really helpful that's going to kind of help drive them more through the Instagram thing?
I would say just think about what you want to see when you're looking for an account to follow.
Yeah.
Like,
Think
and
about, yeah.
if your thoughts are not matching your Instagram account, then like you're doing everything wrong.
Yeah,
I guess.
for sure. Because I guess you're your perfect demographic, right? If you have your own Instagram account and you're doing it, chances are what you like is what people will like if they saw your account.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a really cool tip. Well, guys, thank you so much for giving up your time. This has been really, really helpful. I know a lot of people are going to get the most out of this. I really hope my screen recording capture software worked, because otherwise we're all going to be really pissed off and upset. There's 50 minutes of awesome talk, though. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. And I guess I'll catch you soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, let me try and turn this thing off.